Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 7th Gear Racing League. Tonight we are back with Tier 2 for the Round 9 race, which is taking place today at France. We are joined today in the comms box by Mr. Fitz. How are we doing tonight, Fitz?
Not bad, mate. I'm looking forward to the race that we have on our hands here.
Hopefully it's going to be a good race. We saw good racing on Monday evening at Japan, so hopefully Tier 2 can put on a good show as well. Hopefully we're going to see a good race from the Tier 2 boys today.
Yeah, it looks that way. We've got a couple of quick guys back in here again. We've got Brendan, Visions. You never know what can happen around France, really.
It's very true. A lot of people perceive it to be a very boring track. However, I've done many league races on here where it's been the complete opposite. And I have just got word from Mr. Coonage that this is going to be a full wet race.
Ooh. Now that'll spice things up.
Now that will spice things up, because that means people will not have to worry about what tyres they start on.
Yeah, Zeno, even though maybe he hasn't checked the weather forecast, but he has proceeded to go out on a set of medium tyres.
Yeah, he's gone for the mediums. I don't know if he did check the weather. But yeah, if it's going to be a full wet race, that changes the dynamic completely.
Very much so. It's a couple of guys going pretty hard on their outlaps here. I'm watching Patrick Robert and he's going pretty quickly on his outlap. Of course, you don't have to worry about your tyre wear if it's going to be a full wet race.
That is true. You don't have to worry about your tyres. This is a pretty harsh track on tyres as well. So yeah, for them not having to worry about tyre wear is pretty good.
Yeah, it helps them out quite a lot, really. Means they can go full throttle for as long as they can.
They can indeed. Now we are with EDG for the first flying lap of the day, coming through the first sector now. Coming into turn 3, takes it very nicely, uses a lot of curb but keeps it on track. Looks like he's taking it very well there. He's gone a bit wide, a bit of a snap on the exit of that corner, but still not a bad first sector. Yeah, I think that snap might have cost him a couple of tenths potentially. So if he's going to be wanting to put in a competitive time, and yeah, he's going to have to make it up in the second sector.
Brendan has just invalidated his first flying lap. It looked a very good lap, actually, which is a shame. However, that is now invalidated.
Yeah, we all know how quick Brendan is. Brendan is currently hunting for his 6th win in a row, I believe, which is just absolutely ridiculous.
There's a couple of guys searching for some podiums this this weekday.
Oh no, sorry. Brendan isn't looking for his 6th win in a row. He's looking for his 5th win in the last 6 races.
I believe it's Visions who is looking for his 6th podium in a row. As Will gets blocked by Kicking Kank there, I believe.
That's great. And then EDG comes across 132. We're not going to see blistering time. Zeno with a 130.2. Beats EDG by 1.9 seconds off the bat. So, not a good lap there from EDG, as it seems, on the soft tyres. But yeah, Zeno with a very good lap. Elite connection, obviously, being as reliable as it is. Let's see who else is about to start flying lap as Rob goes P2 with a 30.9.
Podgy Porter.
Time.
He set a purple sector 1.
Ren Toto Wolf just started a lap, I believe. Patrick Robert now goes P1 with a 29.5. Very good lap from him. Obviously these guys are, and Visions goes P1 a whole second quicker. Spoke too soon. Visions looking for his 7th podium in a row, I believe. He's made 6 starts in this division and he's got a podium in every single race so far he's participated in.
Podgy Porter's lap here, looking very neat and tidy. Let's see what he can do with that. Oh, as he runs wide slightly at turn 12.
Looking like a pretty solid lap here from Podgy Porter though. Obviously these guys aren't going to be setting the timing charts alike because they will be on wet setups, I would assume. I did miss Dawid and Adam putting in times to go P2 and P3 respectively. Podgy Porter goes up into P6. We've got the two Williams in P5 and P6. Good start for them too.
Interesting to see Zeno still out there on a set of mediums.
Maybe he's doing 2 runs.
Maybe he's just doing some race pace runs, who knows?
Maybe.
As he sets a purple first sector.
I don't see why you do race runs on dry tyres though when it's going to be wet.
No, that is true. It does not make sense. However, Zeno obviously feeling... He is half a second up at the moment.
He'll stay on board with Zeno. He needs to make sure his teammate doesn't block him. That's a very nice corner there. Using all of the curb possible. He's pushing very hard as Zeno on the medium tyres. He's now 7.5 tenths up on his time.
Maybe he just wanted to improve on his old time.
Yeah, that is also a good point. Vision's currently in P1. And I missed Toto Wolff go up to P5. That's a very good lap from Toto Wolff there.
Podgy Porter there makes sure he is well out of the way of his teammate.
That's good there. Zeno's lap is looking extremely tidy. Gets on the power nicely out of the final corner. Powers down towards the line. I think it's going to be a low 29. Or high 29, 29.7. That's a brilliant lap from Zeno.
On the mediums as well.
On the mediums. And on a wet setup, so...
That will be
You would assume these guys put wet setups on. However, some people do forget to check the weather.
That is true, yeah. I've seen stranger things happen.
Toto Wolff has run out of fuel. Cutting every curve possible. You'll love that from Toto.
Brendan is on lap. Currently just set a purple sector 1.
Oh. No surprises there. Brendan and Visions will be promoted to Tier 1 next season. I think we came in, we didn't have much knowledge of their pace, but clearly they're a bit too quick for Tier 2. Just a bit.
Yeah, as he goes purple in sector 2 as well.
He does. I'll tell you what, Dawid's come in and he's got some good pace as well. Yeah, you see there, Fresh Arabian in P12 now as well. As Dylan goes up to P7. Clearly, my tips coming into play with Dylan there going up to P7.
This looks a very nice lap from Brendan here. Very neat and tidy.
He's powering down towards the line. It's a brilliant lap.
Oh,
but it isn't good enough for pole. 28.559, 500ths down on Visions. Did Brendan make a mistake, or is this a bogey track?
We will have to
Visions
see in the race.
Very, very, very quick.
That is true.
So we can't ignore that. He's a very, very quick driver.
We currently have Lenny out on a lap as well as no, Elite is not on a lap.
I think Rob just started his lap as well. EDG starting another flying lap on the mediums. Soft tires, sorry. Kicking Kank has left, I believe.
He's given up.
He's given up.
Decided he doesn't like the wet race. As Lenny goes 12th fastest with a 1 minute 31.1.
Another Mercedes coming across the line. Is that Kunich? It is. Goes into P8 there. Not a bad lap there from Kunich. Oh, it's getting a bit close on the exit. One thing I've never understood about France.
Go on.
They say it's meant to be the safest track on the calendar. But the pit lane is literally on the racing line.
Yeah, the pit lane exit is not a nice place to be when there's cars coming down the straight.
I mean, we nearly saw it with, I think it was Verstappen and Hamilton. They were pretty close on pit exit.
There was a couple of near misses in qualifying and practice. I remember Yuki Tsunoda being released into, I believe it was actually Max Verstappen in practice or qualifying. I can't remember which one it was, and they were very close together coming out of.
That's correct.
Coming out of the pits as Visions goes nearly half a second up again.
Oh damn! Visions is quick as Rob goes up into P10, pushing Finley out of the top 10. Good luck there from Rob to get in that 10th position. Doesn't matter too much about if you finish outside the top 10 or inside the top 10, because you will all be on the same time. Vaughan now crosses the line, only good enough for P18.
Let's see where Visions goes.
I could have sworn Vaughan was quick.
Maybe he is running a full wet setup, or I believe he's actually going for a second lap here.
Oh, Visions has done 28.0.
Wow.
5/10. Oh.
Yeah, Vaughan is currently 2.5 tenths up on his time at the moment, so he must have made a mistake at some point in that lap.
He must have made it. He must know that he's got a lot more pace in there. As Dowd comes across the line to go into the 28s with the top 3 now all in the 28s. Only 3 cars to be in the 28s. They are there indeed. Then we've got a Ferrari crossing the line. I believe that's Will starting a flying lap on the soft tyres again for his 3rd lap. Then we've got an Alfa Romeo of Toto Wolff starting his flying lap. And Elite coming across the line. Is he going to be able to challenge for the top 3 positions? Does a 28.7, but doesn't quite get ahead of Dowd. He's actually 4,000.
The McLaren of EDG and Vaughan getting very close together there. EDG not on a fast lap.
Didn't quite catch that. Did they hit each other?
There was no contact, but EDG could have moved out of the way, and it would have been the better option because they ran side by side going through one of the left-handers, and that's not really what you want. Where didn't look like it affected Vaughan too much.
That's better from Vaughan. That's what I expected. A 29.5. I did not expect a 32 from Vaughan.
I would say there's probably still time left in Vaughan's lap as well because of that little run-in with EDG there.
Zeno goes P2. Good luck there from Zeno. His teammate goes into P10 as well. Williams boys looking quite strong today.
That Zeno on a set of soft tyres instead of on the mediums.
Clearly Zeno's got the pace, but has he got the pace in the wet? That's the big question. That's the big question.
Kicking Kank now starts a lap.
He does.
Oh, no he doesn't.
Oh, never mind. Toto Wolff now coming across the line. His P7 improves by 0.3. Good luck there from Toto Wolff. Adam now starting his flying lap. Pardon me. Let's see, that Renault needs to get out of the way. Oh, and Adam invalidates.
We currently have Paul on a lap as well. Oh, as he just invalidates.
This track is one for penalty. In fact, I think I'd be quite happy with a wet race here because it practically nulls the chance of getting penalties.
It does, yeah.
It's so lenient in the wet. So lenient. Oddy Porter now flying into the pits of 2 Williams boys. Ooh, that was a bit close. Between the 2 Williams boys.
Yeah, they are very close together.
Kicking Kank has now joined back.
Let's see if Fresh can improve on his 32.2.
Oh, Fresh Arabian.
I heard it was Fresh Urbirium. Urbium? Not 100% sure.
Urbibum. Yeah, Urbibum. I'll go with that.
Urbibum. Let's see if Urbibum can improve on his 1 minute 32.2 as he is about to...
Special wobble bob bob.
as he is about to start his lap here.
He is. Don't know what we're on about, guys. Don't worry about it. It's a little joke we have running with the Rivian. Yeah, he was complaining that we were saying his name wrong. So now we're gonna say it in every wrong way possible.
Eribibum.
Eribibum.
Oh, as he runs wide there into turn 3.
Goes a bit deep. You don't want to be going deep into that corner because you'll lose a hell of a lot of time.
Still half a second up on his previous time though.
Clearly finding time somewhere. Is Mr. Frisch. The McLaren of EDG now starts his next flying lap to see if he can improve his position. Lenny's got Alfa Romeo behind him. I believe it's Brendan, it is, but he's not on the flying lap, so he hasn't got to worry about getting out of the way. There's a lot of cars coming out on track now. The track's going to be a traffic jam.
This is going to be bad for somebody like Brendan, who is about to start his lap.
I'm not sure if Erbium's been held up a little bit by the Mercedes coming through sector 3. I'm not quite sure. I saw it on the mini map. No. He's gonna come across the line. It's looking like a bit of a better lap here for Fresh. See what he can do. Only improves by 2 thousandths. I think he got compromised a little bit in the third sector.
Yeah, that's not quite what you want, but as we see Brendan now starting his lap, he's got a decent bit of track up until Lenny, I believe it is, who is in front of him on track.
Plenty of clean air. Plenty of clean air. He's nearly 3/10 up as Brendan, just in the first sector. There's clearly a lot of time still in there for Brendan, as we would expect.
That car looks absolutely planted there. Not a single bit of understeer or oversteer coming through the fast left-hander onto the straight.
See how he takes this. Oh, just
Look
every
at
curve he's just attacking. Oh,
lovely change of direction
perfect
there from the
line.
Alfa Romeo.
Just a perfect
Half a
line to not
second.
invalidate.
Half a second up at the moment.
Wow, he attacks that corner. He really attacks that corner.
Yeah.
He stays flat for so long in these fast corners.
Ooh, that was close. Probably a bit closer than he would have wanted.
Visions did get out of the way though, so
It did. He did.
Brendan just locked up, but it's going to be a 27.9 to take pole position.
Wow. As now Vision starts his lap.
Just about got it though.
Yeah, only just.
Ooh, bit of a snap there as Vaughan goes P7, jumps Toto Wolff. People are going to start flying across the line now. Dowd can't improve on his time. Ends in P4.
Very good lap there.
Time being. Visions is down.
There's a lot of places to make up time on this lap, though.
There is, that is very true. Very true. People are going to start flying across the line shortly. Going to struggle to keep up with the amount of people, but hey ho, we go for it.
We have a Red Bull of Kicking Kank and a Mercedes running very close together on track. I believe it's Kunich. Kunich is not going to be too happy with that. However,
he comes across the line.
they're both on flying laps.
So
Does get a lovely toe. P10 for Kunich. Very nice lap.
Top 10 there for Mr. Kunich himself. Visions seems to be on a bit of a faster lap. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. As
Slightly
a
deep
racing
into
point.
that corner.
Paul goes P10, then we have an Alpha Tauri goes P9 with Adam, and then Elite Risk goes up to P3.
Very nice lap from Elite.
Aaron and Visions comes across the line.
Ooh.
Oh, he's missed out on pole.
Marginally slower.
Just under a tenth. And that means that Brendan is going to start on pole position. Now, one thing, I don't think we've seen Brendan's pace in the wet yet, have we?
I do not believe so, no.
So, it could be a different ball game Brendan could not have the pace in the wet. Visions may not have the pace in the wet. So we're going to see. We are going to see.
Yes, it's going to be a very interesting race. Oh, Zeno's got an end plate missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure what from, whether it's from contact with another car.
Maybe the AIs just went a bit crazy.
That stranger things have happened.
So, the finishing result for the qualifying session we just had. Brendan on pole position, as you would expect, and close behind him, Visions in P2. Obviously, 2 guys going to get promoted to Tier 1 next season. Then we have Elite Risks, who's reserving tonight from Tier 1. He's been beaten by them guys, so clearly they're quick enough. Then we have Zeno P4, Dowd in P5, Patrick Robert P6, Vaughan P7, Adam P8, Toto Wolf P9, Paul P10, Kunich P11, Podgy Porter P12, Rob 13th, Lenny 14th, Finley 15th, Dylan 16th, EDG 17th, Kitten Kank 18th, and Fresh 19th. I didn't quite catch who was in 20th place, but I think it might have been Will. I'm not sure. Potentially. We'll see.
We shall see in the race, and it is.
Oh, it's absolutely battering it down.
A wet race.
That is absolutely soaking wet. Now, we've never actually seen a wet race at Paul Ricard in real life, I don't think. In the actual Grand Prix Championship, or F1 Championship.
I don't think I've actually raced around here in the wet myself.
It's it's a spectacle. Someone's readied up. Dowd's readied up. These things cannot be happening, guys. We say specifically that there's going to be a break. Oh dear.
Right,
Jake's
well,
not gonna be happy.
at least we've seen it. Can report it to ourselves in the steward room.
Yes, we can.
And that will be 2 penalty points for Dowd.
Is it 2 penalty points? I thought it was a slam dunk qualifying ban, but here we go. 5 red lights, and we are away for the French Grand Prix. Brendan seems to have bogged down a bit. Vision seems to have got a good start, but he's picked up the pace now. Vision's on the outside. Brendan is nicely ahead of him. Let's see. Finley and Podgy Porter are scrapping away. Oh, Visions has a massive snap. Zeno's got him off the line. Brendan's pulling out a massive gap already. Oh, it's so close. The spray is unreal.
It is. There's a lot of side-by-sides
What's
going
happened to
on.
Elite?
I'm not sure. Didn't
It said
catch
he was
it.
in P3. I was in P11 and it's saying he's up 9 positions.
Ooh,
Whoa, what a
big
massive snap.
in the wall.
Oh, he's off.
He's in the
Oh,
wall.
and Elite's
Oh,
gone.
no. That was Kunich.
That was a massive.
No.
That was massive.
Oh, no. Is that a
That was
safety
absolutely
car?
huge.
Is that
I
going
would
to be a
imagine
safety
so.
car?
That was huge.
Nothing's out
That
yet.
was absolutely huge. That was an absolutely colossal impact.
I don't think we're going to get a safety car. Kunich has also retired.
Kunich is gone. What's happened there? Oh, and Alfa Romeo Finley's around as well. AlphaTauri, sorry.
Ooh,
He's
dear.
lost his whole front wing.
Oh, it's Will! Will's off! Oh, everybody's
Will's out
going.
as well. 3
Will.
cars out on the first lap.
Surely that's a safety car here.
There's 2 cars out on track. Michael Massey. Where's the safety car?
Sort it out, pal. We need it.
And we have a
Virtual safety car. That's,
How do we have a virtual safety car with 2 cars dead?
that's not quite what we wanted. However,
We'll take it.
Finley
We'll take it.
has no front wing. Oh,
Oh, Podgy Porter's hit Lenny.
or the other way
Nice.
round. Or the other way round.
Oh yeah, or the other way.
Because normally it's the car behind.
Lenny is the car behind.
Normally
yeah.
the car behind
Yeah.
hits the one in front.
Yeah.
Not saying that is what has happened.
But
That is usually the way.
Fresh Urban has made up 7 positions.
Very
And
nice
EDG
start.
has made up 6 positions as well. So the Renault and McLaren have made a very good start there. Finley comes into pit for a fresh front wing as he lost it, I believe, in the collision with Kunich. I don't know if he's just hit Kunich's car, maybe.
It's
As
EDG.
EDG gets a drive through. Oh. Well, that puts to bed his good start.
It does. That is a shame.
Brendan's pulled out 1.6 seconds. This man is unreal. Dry or wet, this man is unreal.
Zeno is also pretty quick in the wet, so we could see
Seems so.
a bit of a battle going on between Visions and Zeno.
Zeno is closing the gap to Brendan slightly. Only 1.2 behind now. Fresh Erbium is close on the back of EDG. I believe he's going to go for a move. He has got the overtake done. Good start this is from Erbium. Up to P10. Already in the points.
It's a very good race so far, and we're only on lap 2, and a lot has happened.
A lot has happened. 3 cars out, Will out, Kunich out, and Elite out. So the 2 Ferraris have had an absolute stinker of a first lap as they both go out right at the start. So that takes any possibility of Ferraris scoring points.
Visions is also catching Zeno slightly. Oh, as EDG has spun it. EDG has dropped it.
Oh, he's dropped it. He's got a drive-through penalty as well, so that's not good.
He has. That is not what he would want to be having there.
No, that's a really bad thing to happen to EDG. He was having a good little scrap in there, but now he's spun, and with his drive-through, he's going to be struggling for the rest of the race. Visions is catching
Yes,
Zeno, so
this is the battle to watch at the moment.
Clearly, Visions has the pace, and I think he's catching Brendan as well, because even though Zeno isn't catching Brendan, he's keeping a decent gap, and Visions is closing on Zeno, therefore meaning he must have the pace to catch Brendan.
We shall see in around 24 laps time.
Hopefully.
Who is the fastest driver?
Who can handle the wet? Who can handle the slippy conditions?
Yes.
It's very tricky as the wet, but if you master it, you're going to be flying.
It's very tricky around some of the faster speed corners, of which Paul Ricard has many, as Toto Wolff, Adam Spun.
There's another spinner. Both Alpha Tauris having incidents quite early on in the race, so they've also had a bit of a stinker. Oh yeah, his rear tyres are on fire. You can just see the rear of that car sliding everywhere.
EDG's not far behind him.
Isn't, but EDG's still got his drive through to serve.
He does.
So Visions is actually putting his car on track. So
Zeno is keeping up with Brendan. He's not
That's what I
really
mean.
walking away. So this is a good
Visions-
race.
Visions is closing the gap on Zeno, who's keeping a consistent gap to Brendan, so does this mean that Visions is quicker than Brendan? And Brendan's in clean air as well, remember that.
Kind of
So-
neutralises a little bit in the wet because you're not really going fast enough as such for that to. Oh, as Brendan goes wide, that surely would have given him a warning there for track limits.
The dirty air does still affect you in the wet though.
It does.
Still get that little bit of snap.
It does, but it is less prominent in the wet.
Yeah, I agree.
His vision just
But in the wet
dropped
needs-
slightly off the back of Zeno, not massively.
I think Zeno used a bit of his ERS down the straight, not 100% sure, but I think he did.
Visions is using quite a lot to try and keep up and overtake Zeno. And so is Brendan.
The thing is in the wet that in the wet you can,
Yeah, going a lot
because you
slower.
regenerate it so quickly.
Yeah.
You regenerate it so quick. Because you're braking for longer,
Yes.
going a lot slower, so you're not performing as much.
That is very true. That is very true.
These guys just need to be patient in the wet.
Visions is now very close.
He is. 5 tenths. Zeno gets a bit of a tank slapper on the exit in the final corner. Vision seems to be struggling to Power down. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. That's a Renault around. That's Dylan who has spun.
That's unfortunate for him there.
Yeah, we're seeming to have a bit of a good race up to now. And he's had a bit of a moment.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. We've got another yellow flag. That is the Alpha Tauri of Finley.
It is.
Had another spin. So he's clearly not enjoying the wet weather. Has he got wing damage
I believe
again?
Visions may have made a slight mistake there. It's dropped off a little bit.
As he dropped over 4 tenths. Gaps are starting to open up now. Obviously, no DRS in the wet. It's too dangerous to have DRS in the wet. Not of aquaplaning. Get it.
Oh, that was close. Rob T there, nearly going round there, nearly going round.
I was on board with that then. That was a pretty good save from Rob. I'll give him that. But Erbium made up 9 positions off the start. 9 positions.
Uber fast.
Uber fast.
There we go.
There's Mr. Erbium. That's the one. That's
Let's
the
see.
ticket.
Rob T looking like he wants to get round him. Let's see. It is currently the closest battle on track.
Ooh, Rob looking like he got a bit out of shape around.
As Lenny
that
gets
hand,
past
and
Podgy
Lenny-
Porter. Podgy Porter has spun.
Podgy Porter's, yeah. Podgy Porter's had a Spinella.
Spinella.
Good Spinella.
And there's Rob's
Rob
penalty.
gets a penalty.
As Visions get past
Stop.
Zeno.
No, Vision's in the pits. Why is
Yes. My bad.
why is Vision's pitted so early?
I'm not sure.
Why is he pitted?
There was no front wing damage. There was no front wing change.
Because wet tyres last a long time.
Yeah. That. That's a strange one.
Oh,
Anyway.
it's a safety car.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
what for? I don't even know what for.
Why have we got a safety car? What's happened?
Nothing. Literally
Is
nothing
it
has
for-
happened.
Is it for Podgy Porter's spin?
No, because there were people were overtaken after that. I don't know.
Podgy Porter's lost it. If it's for Podgy Porter's front wing, that's ridiculous. We had 3 cars. Oh, Adam, he's got another one. He's got a drive through.
I still don't know why Visions would pit. Even so, because the wet tyres, there's not a massive advantage from having a brand new
I know.
set on.
Yeah, and they won't be warm. I'd be surprised if they were 10% warm.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Unless he's hoping he can keep up with the pack. Then when Brendan and Zeno eventually do pit, their tyre advantage isn't going to be big enough to close the gap.
Depends if you could get
We'll
a
see.
set of wets 20 laps.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, that is true.
Easily. The wets, if you do 14 laps on each stint.
Could you-
14, 13.
Could you no stop this race technically?
You could. It'd be tight on tyre wear, but I think you could. Yeah.
If I was the likes of Zeno, I'd be looking at that.
It's just when your tyres do drop off in the wet, they drop off.
Yes, they do.
You have
However,
no grip.
this safety car, as Rob T and Lenny have another collision.
Come on, ladies. Let's not do this. Adam's pitted, thinking that he can serve his drive through on the safety car. You can't do that, Adam. Oh no, he's not. Wait. He's just pitted. He's just pitted.
Yeah.
I'm still so unsure as to why we've got a full safety.
Yeah, that's not fun. But while we do have a safety car, should we talk about the thing that we were talking about before this started, and that is the football. France-Portugal is currently 1-1.
Okay, and Hungary, Germany?
I shall find that out for you now. I hope Hungary are still winning. They are.
They are.
It is still
Up the
1-0.
boys.
Sweden beat
We
Poland.
could be playing Hungary.
Come on. Come on, France.
Spain absolutely decimated Slovakia.
Watch that game.
To,
It's a very good game.
I believe Slovakia will be going home now unless they get one of the best third place finishes, which I don't imagine they will, considering how many other teams have got 4 points.
I believe Slovakia are currently on 3 points.
Yeah.
So they more than likely will be going home.
Goodbye, my lover.
Oh, France have just scored. Benzema.
Oh,
Benzema.
yes.
It's currently 2-1 to France.
Right, stop watching the football now. Racing, safety car in this lap.
Is it?
So, yes.
Right.
Pay attention.
I'm paying
Serious?
attention. Ah, it's
Come
gone
on.
to VAR.
Come on, Brundle. Come on, Brundle. It's gone to VAR.
He was offside.
Ah, that's good.
Anyway, back to the important matters at hand now. Can Zeno jump
Back to the-
Brendan?
Important business. He's got to get the run. He's got to get the grip. He's got to get the traction.
He's got to
get
get
a drive.
He's got to get the perfect exit out of the final corner here.
And when we say perfect, we mean perfect. We'll take that wide line.
Oh, that may well be a penalty for Zeno.
No, I don't think he touched him.
It was very close. Quick update: Benzema's goal has counted.
Oh wow!
And now back to the matter at hand. As Patrick Robert and Dorwe, they're going to get very nearly side by side.
Patrick Roberts got the run on him though.
Very nice run there.
He's going to go down
Visions
the inside.
has made a move on Toto Wolff. Down the inside.
Oh, he's gone down the inside.
Oh,
Dowd's
no.
gone.
Oh, it's a good job he ghosted. It is a very good job he ghosted there.
It looked to me like Patrick gave him a bit too much of a squeeze there. I don't know what sort of view you got of that.
Yeah, it was very
was tight.
close.
But the good thing with that is Dowd, even though he's lost quite a lot of possessions, he's still on the back of the pack.
He is. That is an advantage.
Zeno's putting the pressure on Brendan.
Zeno's
now.
very close now.
Yes, Brennan's using a lot more ERS than he normally would as well.
Yeah, he's normally quite good
Clearly,
with
he's
that.
feeling the pressure. I'll tell you what, though, it's not been too bad for Adam and Finley. You know, they've had their penalties. Obviously, Adam's still got to serve his drive-through. But considering they've had, a lot of penalties, and EDG obviously had his drive-through, they're back up into pretty good positions.
Yes,
Visions has got
that is
past
true.
4 now as well. He's back up to 4th place. On his fresh tires.
So this could work out for Visions in the long run, if
They even pit.
yeah, because that safety car will have just helped them out a lot. As
I think Erbium's made just a little mistake there.
Erbium did, because Toto Wolff got past him in a part of the track that you wouldn't normally expect a car to overtake at.
Yeah. Erbium's used all his ERS first lap.
That is going to leave him
Ready.
quite vulnerable now to Rob, who goes down the
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Bob's got the run.
Can he get it done? Yes. Can he
Close.
keep it on the track?
Oh,
As Erbium very, very nearly runs into the back of him.
he did actually clip him, but I don't think now Lenny's going to be having a look down the inside of Erbium.
Oh.
He has a look, but he does cut the curb. And he takes a bollard with him as well. Vision's now on the back of Patrick Robert. He's gained 1.2 seconds since the end of the last lap in the 3rd sector. He is flying right now.
It's very
He's
tidy.
flying.
Zeno is also very close to Brendan again.
He is. But he has lost a bit of time. But I think Visions is going to be looking at a move on Patrick Robert very, very soon. Wouldn't surprise me if he... Oh no, he's got the gear glitch. Thought he was spinning up. Never mind, he's got the gear glitch. Dreaded gear glitch. They need to sort that out.
Yeah,
Badly.
there's a couple of little glitches in this game that need to be ironed out, shall we say. As I believe Rob has spun.
Bumped.
He has.
Yeah, he's off the track. Visions as well, he spun.
Visions
He
has
was
gone
pushing
round.
too hard.
Ah, all that good
I can
work.
see oh.
Dylan, that was a bit dodgy there with Visions unghosting at that moment.
Yeah, it was. That's a cluster of cars there. I would not like to be in the middle of that.
I would not like to be Visions right now with Kicking Kank right behind him, with Lenny right in front of him fighting with Urbabum.
Dowd is on the back of Finley. I would imagine he's going to go for a move. But Finley pulls out. Is Dowd going to get two cars?
Oh.
It's going to be tight. Are they going to go 3 wide?
No.
They're not. They're
Oh, it's EDG and Finley go very close. Finley's got round. Podgy Porter's gone as well. Podgy Porter has also gone.
Porter.
There's quite a large amount of front wing down at turn 2.
Surprised it into the safety car.
Yeah.
Oh!
Visions. Very, very nearly driving into the side of Lenny there.
He needs to calm it down.
There's a 3-second time penalty.
He's pushing way too hard.
He is.
Play the long game, Visions.
Zeno seems to be a lot faster down the straight than Brendan, which is where these gaps are kind of deceiving.
Yeah. They are.
We have a big cluster of cars behind Erbium and Lenny as Visions goes for a move towards turn 11.
I think he's got it done.
He has.
His car does not look stable though, I will say that.
It is moving around a lot. A lot. Is he going to try and rush past Erbium? Oh! Yes, I think is the answer to that question.
Yeah, he is not messing about.
He does not want to be sat behind that Renault for much longer. However, if he just waits... Oh, there you go. Erbium is into the pits.
Dowd's on the tail of EDG now as well. Tries to go around the outside. EDG holds the possession well. Oh, EDG had a massive snap of oversteer there, but managed to hold it. But has lost the possession to Dowd. Dowd? Dowd and Kuba. Who's now up. Dowd and Kuba. EL. I imagine that stands for Poland.
I would assume so.
With the name Dowd and Kuba. A friend from Poland who's called Kuba, so it would make sense.
Dylan and Kicking Kank is currently the closest battle on track, whereas Vaughan is very close to, well, not very close, he's about a second away from Patrick Roberts. This is more like...
Oh, Dylan! Dylan's just made a miraculous save.
I just caught the tail end of that with Dowd just going straight back past him.
Dylan had a massive slide. And when I say massive, I mean huge. I don't know how he held it.
Oh, Golden Cuba's looking at Kicking Kank.
Yes. Be patient, Dowd. He's got the pace around the corners though. He doesn't want to be held up as the Haas of Ropt has spun again, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Oh,
Dowd goes down the inside.
Careful now, boys. Careful.
Oh, that's close. It's a good move from Dowd.
Very nice move.
Good move. Disable your overtake into the corner. Oh.
No wonder they're struggling for traction.
Yeah, I know. Keeping overtake on in the wet in the corner. That's something you don't even do in the dry.
You can't
Turn
even
your
do it
overtake
in the
off,
dry.
man. Turn your overtake off.
But only they could hear us. Oh, as Rob T gets a 5-second penalty.
Alright, he's finally turned it off. What a man.
Zeno
now gets a penalty. Got a yellow flag. That's
Vaughan.
a Haas. That's Vaughan.
Toto Wolff
Vaughan's
Visions
off.
are going to be all over this now. Toto Wolff runs wide.
He's going to get in there.
Visions is going to be loving this, watching these two go side by side here.
Oh, Vaughan's got a bit more ERS though, I think.
Toto Wolff's late on the brakes. What a move. That was very Sebastian Vettel-esque there.
was.
Visions
Outside.
has now caught them both. Let's see what he can do. Oh, as he looks to the outside of
Visions.
Vaughan, and Vaughan gets back
Yeah.
past Toto Wolff. Oh, they're very close together.
This is a great scrap.
Oh, Toto
I can
Wolff's off
s-
track.
I
And
can see a
Visions,
crash going in.
where's Visions?
Oh!
That was
He's on the
very, very
outside.
close.
He's got the good drive. He's got the driver. Oh, he hits
Tags the
Toto.
back of him.
I love these races because you just don't know what to say.
Zeno's closing in on Brendan again.
He is, but he's got that penalty, hasn't he? So he needs
He
to
has.
get a shift on.
Kicking Kank has now pit.
EDG and Finley going side by side. Whoa, EDG spun.
I think we're going to see another spinner because Dalton's got the inside and Lenny into turn 1. Oh, that's a very sensible move. Visions is off. Visions is off.
Again, Vision's
Oh,
pushing too hard.
No.
Loses it. He's pushing that car way too hard. EDG has now lost his front wing.
Ah, talk about kicking a man when he's down.
I know. It's that's salt in the wound, that is, for EDG.
Oh, as he
10
gets a 10
seconds.
second penalty.
What did he do? Did he straight line the corner?
yeah.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
I think we may be about to have a safety car.
I think so.
Not sure that's allowed.
Yeah.
So
I think that-
I have just clicked that because I was on board the whole time.
Yeah. me
So
too.
we shall see.
But it has cleared. It is now
Yep.
green flag.
I think because he got disqualified, it is now cleared. If he didn't get disqualified, I think we would have had a safety car.
I think that could either be a quali ban or a race ban. he just straight lined every corner.
I currently have the red line glitch for Brendan, so that's a no-go.
I don't. Ooh. Now that's very interesting, but somewhat stupid. I've just seen the strategy pop up. It says intermediates.
Around about what lap?
You know, it's saying pit window open for inters. I don't think so.
I'm not 100% sure about trusting
I'm not
Jeff with that one.
I'm not convinced.
A couple of guys are
I think-
pitting for wet tyres, for new wet tyres.
I think Jeff needs to be. I think Jeff needs to be assessed.
I think he needs to
some
check
form
himself into a mental hospital personally.
Yeah, just a bit. I don't know if he's looked outside like, but
Oh,
yeah.
Portugal have a penalty. Another one. 60th minute. Cristiano Ronaldo versus Hugo Lloris again.
Cristiano. Hungary is still winning.
The closest
Oh, they
battle on.
scored.
Hey,
Portugal scored.
hey, hold on. The stream's behind. Leave it out.
Portugal have scored.
Yes,
Just
there we go.
accept it.
I'm
Stop saying yes. We need France to win.
I'm quite happy with Ronaldo scoring penalties, okay? I will take it. It does wonders for my fantasy team. The closest battle on track is Visions and Toto Wolff. They are very close together. Visions does
If Germany lose,
need to calm down though.
If Germany lose, they go out. That's gutting.
That is... Oh, Visions gets another snap oversteer moment.
He's pushing way too hard.
I think
Be
he may
patient,
have a dry
Visions.
setup on that car. Because it does not
think?
look happy at all
happy
in the
at
wet
all.
weather.
No, it doesn't, does it?
It-
so snappy.
It does not look nice. Looks fast, but not
Look how
nice.
wet it is. How is Jeff saying this is enters?
I
Look
think
at the spray.
Yeah, I think it may start to dry up very quickly though. As here comes Visions.
look at the
Look at that
spray.
straight line speed advantage that he has.
As he gets past the 69 car of Toto Wolff around the outside.
He
Toto
parks it on
pushes
the
in a bit.
apex. Very nice defensive driving for Toto Wolff there.
Yeah,
I have no issues with
Oh.
that one. We have a virtual safety
Podgy's
car.
off. Podgy's gone. I want to see what's happened here. I think he's just spun it coming around the fast right hand in sector.
Turn 11, I believe so.
Yeah. Damn. It's unfortunate.
That was very nice driving from Toto Wolff there.
It was very good defensive driving.
Very
good
nice.
indeed. Visions
Doesn't look
looking-
too happy with that.
I was about to say that, and he's going to have to pull some sort of miracle out the bag to get his podium again. Oh, he's got a good jump on Toto
That
Wolff,
was
though.
a very
He's got
nice
Toto Wolff
jump.
already. That was wonderful.
Oh, Toto Wolff nearly hits the back there.
He's got the move done already. Dowd on the back of Arabian.
I was going to say this is the closest battle on track at the moment.
Ooh.
They're all getting a bit side. There is no way. This is intermediate tyres as Dowd goes sideways.
There's no way this is intermediate tyres. Not yet, anyway. Maybe in.
Brendan pits.
Brendan's in the pit.
Does Zeno follow him? No.
No, he doesn't. Maybe he
What
thinks
has
he's got
Zeno
pace.
This is the
Brendan.
question. But that's what I meant for. That's what I meant. Which tyres?
Wets.
It is.
Yeah, there's no way it's intermediate yet.
No.
No way.
Not a chance. Never
Not
a chance in the world.
Zeno maybe thinks that he's got the pace.
Vision.
Patrick Roberts gone on the inters.
Oh, now that is bold because with this game it does dry up very, very quickly.
That is
Well,
true.
it
But it is
looks
still
slightly
absolutely
too wet.
soaking wet.
As
Yeah.
Finley is into the pits for, I believe, another set of wet tyres. That'll be his third, I think, today. As now we
Patrick
see.
Robert is literally touch and go around the corner. He is struggling.
Mm.
Ooh.
Doesn't look terrible though. I've seen
It
worse.
doesn't, you're right. It doesn't. It looks very sketchy.
Sketchy, but it could be fast. That doesn't look fun around there. However,
No, it doesn't. Ooh.
mm,
It's a bit touch and go.
doesn't look terrible though.
I'm gonna stay on board with him a second.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It doesn't look terrible.
Ooh.
It's a decent bit of
can see
oversteer going on. However, it looks manageable.
It does look manageable. Gabriel and Dowd are having a little scrap. Gonna have to jump on board.
Yeah, they are. This has been going on for quite some laps now.
As Dowd clearly getting a bit frustrated. I'll tell you what, Patrick Robert is closing the gap to Toto Wolff. I don't know if it's just his pace.
Oh,
or
as
where.
Dowd goes for it. Fresh has kind of accepted his fate there.
Yeah, he's got the move done. Got the move done. Let's see what Patrick Roberts. Zeno now comes into the pits. Is he going to go? He's on a set of 4 wets again, and Visions has jumped him. Visions has got Zeno. He's now back up into P2, and he's going to be on the chase for Brendan.
However, how old are Vision's tyres? They are 11 laps old.
But is the advantage on the fresh set of wets that big? We're going to see.
We shall find out in the closing stages of this race.
I still think it's too wet for Inters. I still think it's too wet for Inters.
Yeah, I would say so. However, like we said, a lot can change very quickly in this game.
It's true. But the rain's still coming down so heavily.
Germany
Ooh.
1-1.
Oh. Damn. Hungary 2-1. What are you on about, mate?
It's 1-1.
It's 2-1?
Oh, you're ruining it.
You're just ruining it.
You're just ruining it. You get me? You're ruining it.
Zeno just slid around that right-hander. Yeah.
Oh,
Germany scored
yeah,
and then-
I've just seen it. Yeah.
yeah,
oh
they
my.
scored right after.
Come on, Hungary.
Come on, Hungary! I'm hungry.
So, yeah,
I
Patrick
am
Robert
actually
is
quite
now
hungry.
starting to close that gap on Toto Wolff and also
Yes.
pull away from Adam.
Can you hear his throttle application though? It doesn't sound smooth.
It's very Ayrton
He needs to
Senna-esque.
work on that.
It's very Ayrton
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Senna-esque.
Jabbing.
But it's
Jabbing,
not quite.
jab, 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 jab,
It's not
jab.
quite there. as Toto Wolff comes into the pits. All I will say is Xeno and Visions are very close together now.
Yeah, I think Vision's tyres are not that healthy.
Oh, yes, as Toto Wolff is now serving his penalty. And he's gone on to a set of intermediates as well.
Ooh.
Let's see if this
Yes.
forces a couple of the faster guys' hands.
Still think it's too wet. Still think it's too wet.
So, if you keep an eye on Xeno and Patrick... if you keep an eye on Xeno and Visions, I shall ride on board with Patrick Robert for a little bit and see what we can see.
Well, the gap's at 17.3 now. Let's see what the gap is at the end of lap 20.
Yes, let's...
Obviously, we have to take into account that Visions and Xeno are probably two of the fastest guys in this division.
I would say
But
if
still,
it stays between 19 and 17 seconds, that the intermediate tyres are faster. However, Fresh and Lenny are involved in a rather heavy scrap here.
they are. Toto Wolff just in front of them as well. I mean,
Let's see, this is the real test then. Couple of guys, fairly similar pace. One on intermediates, two on full wet tyres.
Erbium is on the back. Patrick Roberts fallen back a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Vaughan,
he's having
Adam
a
and Patrick
massive
Robert.
slide. It's too wet. It's way too heavy. I mean, look at how bad the spray is when you get behind the car.
Yeah.
That is not into
Xeno and Visions. Xeno's going around the outside
for it.
into turn 3.
Oh, it's close. Visions has
Oh,
gone deep.
Vision's just gone too deep there. Xeno's going to get the switch back. That's a very nice move there. That is a very, very nice move from Xeno. Can he get the drive onto the straight though? I wouldn't be using overtake around there.
No, I wouldn't either.
Visions has gone
Visions
wide
got
again. Ah.
Erbium now pits. I don't know what he's going to go on to. I don't know if he's going to go on to a set of inters. It's not time for inters.
Toto
Don't
Wolff.
go to the inters.
Toto Wolff is still ahead of Lenny. And Patrick Roberts' gap is as the Vaughan and Adam go side by side.
Oh, that was very close.
Very close, but very nice.
But nice. Yeah. Nice from Vaughan. Nice.
So Patrick Robert is still inside that window. Not anymore, but he was just inside that window that we set out a couple of laps ago.
He was. But he has
Visions
lost
is
2
pit.
seconds.
Visions is pitting.
Really? His tyres on there.
But what is he
Let me
going
go
to
to
pit
Inters.
for?
Let me go to inters. Let me go to inters.
To be honest, if I was him, I would probably go for Inters.
No, I wouldn't. Okay, he's gone.
He's gone for full wets. Let's see
then,
then,
pitted
'cause
so early.
Patrick
He shouldn't
Robert
have
and
pitted
Visions
so
are going to come
early.
out fairly close together. Oh, it's very sketchy. Patrick Robert is struggling a lot.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden gone wetter.
I think he's going to get ahead of Visions. As about 3 cars get ahead of Visions. Has Adam got ahead of him?
Adam launches one and there's contact and around he goes.
That was a bit ambitious there from Adam. But Dow gets ahead of Kick and Kank. Oh, good driving there from Dowd and Kick and Kank. Dow gets a bit out of shape on the exit.
Look at-
Toto Wolff and Lenny.
Vaughan is just pushing Patrick Robert around the corners now. Can he get him down the straight?
Use overtake around there. Oh.
They're all using
It
it. I
puts
don't know
me on
what's
edge.
going on, and Visions has gone wide again. Vaughan now, is he going to
He
think
must
about a
have a fast,
move?
that's
As he moves to the
He
inside.
waits on the brakes. Patrick Roberts seems to be able to brake a lot later.
Yeah, that was. Let's see how Visions affects this battle.
I think Visions is pushing too hard, in my opinion.
I don't think his car's set up for this level of rain. Toto Wolff's made a mistake there. Been overtaken by Finley.
Yeah, as he's on the inters as well, so yeah.
Visions gets another penalty.
He's not happy.
He's
with
got
these
9
conditions
seconds
at all.
worth of penalties.
Yeah, he's not happy with it. Oh, and he nearly spins off there. That car is not set up for this amount of rain.
Not at all. We called it earlier on in the race. It was not set up for this. I would just like to make a shout out to Rui Patricio here. He was doing Portugal an absolute justice in goal.
Is he?
He has just made one of the best double
Yellow
saves.
flag.
It is Rob
Fresh
T. Rob T and Fresh.
Oh, is it Rob?
It was, yes, it was Rob. Bruno Fernandes is now entering the stadium.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
What about Nuno Mendes?
Nuno
Pep.
Mendes.
Rob
Has he just retired on track?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Is that going to be a safety car?
However, he has gone into the pits. His car has entered the pits.
No, has it?
Yes.
You're right. Visions gets past Vaughan. Visions with a bit more ERS. I was going to want to try and get out before he goes out. 9 seconds of penalties after pushing a bit too hard. The car still looks a bit sketchy. The thing is, in the wet, the quick guys are always the one that have got confidence in their setup. If you don't have confidence in your setup in the wet, you will not be quick. It's as simple as that. As Dowd has now gone past.
Paul.
Rob's car has come back on track.
Ah. Yeah, that's not good. There's just going to be a yellow flag around him now because of how slow the AI drives around here. His Visions and Patrick Robert are very, very close now. Kicking count gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yes. So, this car has just pulled off to the side. Look at the gap Zeno and Brandon have got. Look at that gap.
Visions moves to the outside as they head up to turn 1. Patrick Robert has the inside, but he brakes a lot earlier. He backs out of that and gains a 3-second time penalty for backing out of that. Now Vaughan's looking for it. Paul has pit for intermediate tyres.
Why pit this late? It's too late to make any impact.
Let's see if Vaughan can get past Patrick Roberts. Zeno, I must say, has kept very, very close to Brendan.
He's kept Brendan honest.
He has, yeah. He's made sure he can't just walk away like he normally does.
Yep. And he's taken the fight to him today. He's done very well as Zeno. Let's have a look at position changes, because we've got to start talking about driver of the day.
We have.
So, position changes. So, Kicking Kank has made up 9 positions. Oh. That's a hell of a race.
That is, especially in the wet. That is a very good drive.
That's a very good drive. 9 positions. Obviously, 6 cars have gone out. I think it's got to, for me, it's got to either be Kicking Kank, obviously because he's made up 9 positions, or Zeno because the pace he showed today.
He's been very strong.
We all know how good Brendan is. We don't need to mention how good Brendan is, because everyone knows how good he is. Same with Zeno, same with Visions, but Zeno, comparative to Brendan's pace, has done exquisite today. He has been unreal. He's kept within that window to keep Brendan under pressure, and I'm telling you now, if he didn't have a penalty, I'm pretty sure Brendan will be sweating right now, because Zeno is closing the gap again. So, for me, I think it's equal vote for Kicking Kank and Zeno.
I'd also like to just throw another one into the mix of the obvious choice of Brendan, because he's the only driver on track without a penalty. He's led pretty much every single lap of this race, if not every single lap.
That is true.
He's not put a foot wrong, which neither has Zeno, but he does have a penalty.
Good point. You know what? Yeah, I think I agree. Zeno has done a good race, but as good as we know he is, Vaughan's spun
Vaughan
off.
has spun, yes. That is very unlucky.
Yeah, as good as we know Brendan is, you can't look past how just consistent he is. Whether it
Yeah.
be wet, dry, whatever track you want to go to, he is just on the ball every single race.
Can't tell if you're
It's
talking
so
about
unreal.
yourself or Brendan here, mate. Not gonna lie.
Why?
It seems to be your favourite party trick, that is, being fast at pretty much every goddamn track we go to.
In the wet, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm used to handling wet conditions, so.
Patrick Robert has fallen back
Speciality.
into Adam and Dowd. We need to figure out how to say that.
Dowd.
Dowd.
I think it's either Dowd or David.
As he moves past the Alpha Tauri with a very nice
I
move
think-
into turn
I
1.
think in Polish they. Ooh! Gets a bit of a snap though. I
They
think in
both
Polish,
do.
I think they say W as V. I'm not sure.
Same as German. I'm pretty certain they do. So it's David. We've been saying it wrong this whole race.
it's David.
What are we doing? It's David.
David in Cuba. Or Cuba.
As Kicking Kank gets another penalty, which would drop him down a position and promote Dylan.
To be fair, Dylan's drove a strong race today.
Yeah, he has. It's been a very good race for Dylan.
He's got, what's he got? He's got 3 seconds of penalties. So, he's already, he's going to lose a position. He's going to gain a position on kicking count.
Patrick, Robert and David. Here we go into turn 11.
Oh, David's gone down the inside.
Very nice
Did you
move.
overtake
Patrick
him?
Robert Patrick Robert has
Patrick Robert has,
tried
what's
to
he done?
he's tried to cut
What's
the
he
corner
doing?
completely. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's given up, but I don't know why.
The 3 laps from the end, Patrick.
I'm not sure what he's doing or why he's doing it, but here we are.
Oh. He's tried to make it look like he's crashed accidentally, but it's very clear that he
That's
did that on purpose.
yeah. Yeah, that's not
yeah.
brilliant, Patrick. I will be quite honest.
Yeah, I think that may be another one which may be resulting in a penalty.
That will have to be investigated after the race. However, it looked pretty clean cut to me.
Yeah.
I don't see
pretty
how
clean
it could
cut to me
appear.
as well.
I don't see how it could appear in any other way other than
He tried to cut the whole corner and then did a donut and then just forced a spin.
I think he may have tried to actually crash into the barrier, but because you can,
The gap.
yeah, because of the gap in the, what's it called?
Yeah. In the
Yeah,
The thing.
yeah, the gap
Dylan,
in the
thank
track
you.
is what I mean. The gap in the track.
Yeah.
Dylan?
Put your words out there, Paul.
Yeah, I was caught up in watching the F1, speaking and watching France-Portugal. However, we are back. Dylan is
We are
pressuring
back,
Kicking
baby.
Kank. Not that he
Tell you
really
what.
needs to.
Dylan has used my setups, used my advice, and now he's flying. Gonna be P7. What a man. What a man.
Dylan, driver of the day, possibly.
I still think Brendan has to be Brendan and Thingy. Who's the other one we said?
Even if Zeno, even if Kicking Kank, well, not even if, he will lose that position, but he still would have gained 9 positions from the start.
That's true, but Dylan would have gained 8 with less penalties.
However, if you look at it in context, 7 of those, all 7 of Dylan's gained positions were DNFs. But that's not true actually, because he was in front of Will.
Yeah.
That was about it. But that's not the point.
But still,
He's driven
that's not the point.
consistently.
Exactly. He's kept it on track. He's only got 3 seconds. And he's done well.
And he is still attacking Kick and Kank, which is what we like to see, racing to the end. As Zeno is getting very close to Brendan here.
Yes, 2 seconds.
He's keeping it honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still gonna go with my original choices. Kick and Kank and Brendan as equal votes because they've both been brilliant today. Obviously, Kick and Kank does have one more penalty, but he's from like the battling that he's had. I know Dylan's been involved in battling, but Kick and Kank has had to fight off pretty quick drivers. Let's be real.
Yep, that is true.
So yeah, him and Brendan for me. Anyway, as the 2 front guys now start their final lap, as they've got a 25-second gap.
As Zeno is actually closing. However, we do have a goal in the Germany-Hungary game going the way of Germany. It is now 2-2.
No!
Zeno is pressurising Brendan on the last lap here.
He is, but yeah, he's got purple sector 1 on the last lap.
He's looking to force a mistake.
He is.
Brendan's
got penalty. Come on, Zeno! Zeno! Get the pressure on!
Oh,
there
my
is Zeno!
days.
Oh, he's got no ERS.
Brendan's fuel light
Brendan's
is on.
Struggling on fuel.
Oh my days. And if there's anybody who knows what it's like to run out of fuel before the finish, it is myself after that ridiculous race in Japan on Monday night.
Oh! Zeno! Oh my god, this is so touch and go. Brendan's got to make a mistake now if Zeno wants any chance of getting this win.
And I don't think Brendan is, but he's got to just watch the fuel, because if he runs out of fuel, it is all over.
I don't think he's going to run out of fuel. I think he's probably running in lean at the minute. Yeah, I think he's got it in the bag as Brendan. I think he's got it in the bag. Yeah, he powers down to the line.
It's a
And
very
he's showed
good
unrelentless pace again today in the wet as he takes her in P1 with Zeno close behind in P2. I must say what a performance that was from Zeno. I think Zeno actually had 6 seconds. So I think we got excited for nothing.
Yeah,
we did. He had 6 seconds.
Vaughan versus Adam on the last lap. Oh, very close. That's very, very close.
Vaughan might get in here.
Let's see.
Down to the line.
He's just got to get a better exit. It's okay. Doesn't matter too much at that corner.
He's got it.
Oh, he had to back out of that a little bit there. Looks like
He's still got the run though.
Adam's going to keep it by the looks of things.
Yeah, Adam comes home in P5. Vaughan takes P6. And we've got Kick and Kank and Dylan coming around the last corner. Very good performance from the 2 drivers there. Obviously, Kick and Kank, equal driver of the day with Brennan. Dylan does take home that P7. Great result for him. I think that's his highest finish so far.
I'm not 100% sure, but it was a very impressive result nonetheless for both of those guys.
Visions continues his podium streak of 7 podiums in a row, and I think Toto Wolff has run out of fuel. He has.
Yes.
Oh, Hungary, just score 1 more goal, please. Please.
Come on, France.
You know what though? After Germany's performance today, I'd be okay playing them.
Yeah, I'd be quite well. Considering they've conceded 2 goals to Hungary, I'd be quite happy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Hungary are not a bad side, but
I would rather play Hungary.
You would expect Germany. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know what you're gonna say.
It's a bit like playing, let's say, Spain's under-21s against North Macedonia. You'd expect Spain's under-21s to make mincemeat out of them, but at the same time, they would be playing against a bunch of guys who have been playing professional football for a long, long time.
That is very true. A weird analogy, but very true. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the race. We finished with Brendan in P1 taking home his 5th win in 6th races. Zeno in P2, who drove a very impressive race today. Visions in P3, who's continuing his podium streak of 7 podiums in a row now, with the fastest lap as well. Dowd down in P4. I'm sure he'll be quite happy with that recovery drive after he had a couple of spins today. Adam in P5, Vaughan P6, Dylan in P7, who drove a very impressive race, as well as Kicking Kank in P8. P9 we had Lenny, Finley in 10th place, who again was a very good performance from him today. Erbium didn't quite make it into the points, but again, good drive. Toto Wolf falling outside that top 10 to not score points. Paul 13th, good drive. Patrick Robert 14th, and then we have the not finishers: Patrick Robert, Robbed, Podgy Boy, EDG, Will, Kunich, and Elite, who will be very disappointed with that race. But guys, that has been Tier 2. Please make sure to join us next week for Tier 1 on Tuesday. We are going to be racing around the wonderful track of Austria in Styria. So that will be lots of fun, lots of quick guys for that race. And then join us again on Wednesday night for Tier 2 again. And I'm not sure what track we're at next week. Do you know?
I shall have a quick look at what track we are at next week.
I'm sure it's another good one.
Mexico,
very good track. Lovely track. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you, Fitz, for joining me in the comms box this evening. It's been a pleasure having you.
No worries, mate. It's been a pleasure being here.
Thank you. Wonderful. And if you do want to sign up to the league, guys, be sure to go to the website 7gr.app and sign up. And Jake, the league owner, and Kunich will try to get you arranged into one of the standing leagues now, or as a reserve, or for our Tier 3 in Season 4. So guys, I hope you have a good evening, hope you enjoyed the stream, and have a good night. Thank you for watching.